Hey, what's going on, YouTube? Long time no see. It's Kamikaze Man 1. I'm going to be doing a video here. It's been a long time since I put out my last videos. I've just been real busy with a lot of stuff. But I got a little bit of time on my hands now, so I can come back and put down some videos for you. This one is a little bit different than any of the other ones I've done in the past. This is actually the final table of a 180 man sit and go, and this is a $2.20 no limit hold'em turbo tournament. And I'm just gonna break it down for you, my decision making and on the processes that I chose to go through, and why I did it, and and I'm hoping that you'll learn how to properly execute stack play, and mainly basically the basics on how to play turbos. This is going to be probably my last video that I'll record that is not live. I don't really like to record videos that I'm not playing live because it's not really that realistic to me. I think the best time to be playing and to make a video is when it's live, so I can really break down my decision making. And anyway, I'm just rambling on. So yeah, this is the final table, and I'm just gonna play it through, and we'll see how it goes, and we'll get this show on the road. We got King 4 of Hearts in the big blind. The blinds are 1,503, 3,000 with a 300 chip ante. We just go ahead and muck that King 4 to the raise. We're one of the short stacks of the tournament, but we're not in that bad a shape. I'm not entirely worried about it at this point, and we're just gonna wait for a good spot to get our chips in. And that does not necessarily mean that we have to have a good hand to do it. It just means that we need to wait for a good situation. And yeah, we just got 8-7. It's an easy fold. And one of the big errors that I see in my fellow turbo players is they tend to overvalue hand strength way too much in the late stages of a turbo tournament or a sit and go. And I think that's a mistake, because the blinds they rise so fast, and you don't really have the proper amount of time to wait for that premium hand to put your chips in. You really just have to, like, see, okay, here we go. Now let me illustrate my point here. Okay, see, I do decide to shove here, and I'm going to tell you why. See, the blinds are 2 and 4. We have a 400 chip ante. There is a lot of chips out there to steal. It is going to more than double our stack to successfully take these blinds and antes. And my opponents that are in the blinds, they have almost identical stacks as me. We're very similar in chip standings, and it is going to hurt them tremendously. It'll basically cripple them out of this tournament if they call me and lose me. And lose to me. So, and I decided to push in early mid position because it would make this. It'll make. They will tend to give me a lot more respect for pushing in this position, and they're not going to put me on a steal. Of course, I'm short stacked, and they expect me to be pushing, but they're not going to expect me to push from this position too often. They're not going to expect me to push here with a hand like, King 7 offsuit, total junk almost. So they're gonna value this all in shove. They're gonna respect it, and they do, and we take it down. And that's basically what I'm talking about. You're just finding your You're just looking for your situations to push your stack in the middle, and take down the blinds and antes without a fight before the flop. And we got ace 10. Okay, let me stop this here. I got this the playback speed going kind of fast on this, but we got ace 10 offsuit under the gun, and it is a very, very easy shove. And I'm hoping that you agree. I shouldn't get too many people to disagree with that. But anyway, it's very standard, and we do get called. But he is a micro stack. He is a very short, and he's very short. So I figured I was probably best anyway when he called, but I wasn't. I was a 4-to-1 dog. I do end up getting lucky, and I flop the ace and knock this guy out. Now we're up to, just like that, we're up to 40,000. We stole one round of blinds and antes, and we shove again. We take the blinds and antes from that hand plus the stack of the shorty, and we're up to 40,000. And now we're one of the chip leaders. We're in the top 3 in chip standings. And so it's things can change in a turbo tournament. Just like that. Just got to give yourself a chance to do so, to allow the swings to happen in your favor. Alright, we got pocket sixes here, and I decide to fold because I have a big stack in the big blind. Oh, it's only 8,000 more for him to call, and I expect him to call. And I typically don't like to be the one that's calling an all-in. I like to be the one that's pushing the action, and I like to be the one that's, you know, putting the pressure on my opponents. I don't like to be the one that's calling the all-in bet, because really there's only one way for you to win when you call an all-in bet. You just have to win. You have to win a showdown. Whereas if you were to be the one shoving, you can win by everybody folding to you. You can win by them calling you and winning, and you know, or they call you and lose. But still, there's two ways for you to win when you're the one shoving. And so I typically like to be that guy that is shoving. It's way more to your advantage if you're the one pushing and instead of calling. And the big blind does call, and does not pan out. The fours do not hold. But, oh well, doesn't matter. Alright, now it's folded to me on the button, and see here, I decided to fold because I have two big stacks in the blinds, and Queen 7 is a tad junky, but I'm not. Like I say, I don't really consider hand strength in these situations. I don't really have, my stack does not dictate a shove really. At this point, I'm not extremely desperate compared to the rest of the table. I'm in pretty good position, so I don't really need to take the risk and shove here. And so I just go ahead and let it go. And now we got pocket tens, and now we can shove. And it is a good situation. The pot is unopened, and we have pretty good leverage with the stacks. It's going to hurt. We have very good fold equity here. Fold equity meaning that I have a chip stack that is large enough that can scare my opponents away from calling, because it'll hurt them dearly if they call me and they lose, and they all fold. Now I got ace queen here. Let's shove it again. Shoving is really the only move out there if we're to play. We don't have enough chips to make a standard raise, because we're basically committing ourselves either way. It's either make a standard raise and shove on the flop regardless, or just go ahead and apply maximum pressure to our opponents and just shove everything. And ace queen is very reasonable, and plus we need to pick those blinds up, and we do. And we are second in chips. Jack 7, just go ahead and throw it away. We got some chips now, so we can maneuver a little bit. And we have another 30 hands left of this final table. I'm gonna go ahead and pause off here and create a new part of this video. So stay tuned for part 2.